going to come up with some ideas that I can put on the robot's belly. So we could put a line of buttons right here. Put some lines in between to indicate their buttons. Maybe little dots. Maybe I want him to have a heart rate monitor. So draw a little square here. And then I'm going to draw a heart. Like that. In the middle. Then maybe he's got some more buttons. Maybe he's got a little clock right here to tell the time. And maybe I've got some more circle buttons right here. And for this robot, I want him to have a different type of heart rate monitor. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to go make a zigzag line. Kind of like I did for the lightning. I'm going to go up, down, a little up, down, up, all the way, down, little up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then I'm going to add some other things that are part of his design. Maybe he's got this little compartment over here where he keeps his snacks. Maybe he's got another compartment over here where he keeps his juice. Then he's got some buttons. Got some longer buttons. Maybe this one up here is his name tag. We'll name him later. And he's just got a few more buttons. The choices are up to you, whatever you want to draw on your robot's body. While you're drawing your robot, try to come up with a name for your robot, like I talked about here. Maybe your robot has a special job that he does, like we saw in the one video on the art website. Just try to think of a lot of ideas while you're making your robot, because those ideas might influence you to draw your robot a little bit differently. So now, let's draw the feet of our robot. Maybe for this robot, I want him to have long legs. I'm going to draw 2 long rectangle leg shapes. And then I want him to have triangle feet. Instead of making these C-like shapes or these horizontal-like or diagonal lines, I'm going to make vertical lines that go down the legs of my robot. And then maybe my robot has skates on. And for this robot, maybe he's got a little rectangle shape right here, and then it goes onto his legs. Then I make another rectangle, and these more little rectangles, and then a bigger rectangle, and then his feet. Now I'm going to add a few little details. Maybe he's got some compartments in here as well. Maybe this robot's a server. Maybe he keeps all of his stuff in his compartments because that's what he serves. So what I'm going to do, since I decided to make him a server, I'm going to make him have a pizza. Now that I've finished the general design of my robots, I'm going to trace this robot, and then I will come back to you. Now that we're done the basic design of our robot, I'm going to trace my robot with a Sharpie, or you could use any other black marker. Just remember that when you're outlining with Sharpie, you want to take your time with it. I finished outlining my robot. I named him Mark. And remember that when you are done outlining your robot, that you want to use an eraser to get rid of any of the pencil marks that show through. Now, what you could do for your robot is give it a background. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line to indicate that my robot is standing on the ground. Now, if you wanted to, in the background, you could add a few different squiggly designs, or you could leave it blank or color it one color and then make the focus your robot. So what I'm going to do for my robot is I'm going to use cool colors on my robot and then make the background warm. So I'm just going to color in some of the lines of my robot. I don't really want to color the whole one in. Maybe I just want to make it look like there's little shadows on his arms. Maybe I want to color in his mouth. It's like a dark gray. I'm just going to make little lines Just not coloring in the entire space. Basically just making the same line right above my Sharpie lines. Kind of makes it look like he has a stripe. Just coloring in areas that I feel like will look really nice colored in. It's up to you. Like I said, you could color in your entire robot if you want to. It just depends on what you want your robot to look like. Alright, now I've completed what I want my robot to look like. So now I'm going to do something in the background. I'm going to take some fun warm colors. Maybe I'll do different types of line. So I'll do kind of squiggly one that runs all the way down my paper. Maybe I'll do a type of curly line. And I'll do another type of curly line. Makes him look kind of like he's having a dance party. Maybe he works at a roller rink that serves pizza. Then maybe since I made him a pizza, I'll color the pizza in. And that's my robot. So the type of markers that I have, they are not water-based markers. If you use Crayola markers for this project and you do it in the background, you can make them into watercolors by taking a brush and a little bit of water and going over the lines. So if you have those tools at home, I recommend you trying it out because it looks really, really cool. But I do not have those markers on me. So I am unable to do that in the background. My markers are like the Sharpie marker where they won't bleed if water hits it. So I'm going to keep my funky robot Mark the way that he is. But if you want to try making your lines here into some watercolors, please do try. Just remember that if you're going to try that you should really make sure that your robot is outlined in Sharpie so that it doesn't bleed. I hope you had a great time drawing along with me today or watching this video, and I hope you create your very own cool robot. Alright, 2nd and 3rd grade, that was our robot project. Please make sure to email your completed robots to Mrs. O for me so I can put them up on the artwork page of our website. I can't wait to see the beautiful robots that you've created. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to stay well, stay safe, and have fun. From Mark and I, bye!